Earlier this year, when President Trump signed, that executive order to start a working group to basically recommend how crypto should be utilized by the US, that report is basically due on the 30th of July. So what's that? Today is the 29th. So 2 days from today, which will be a day before the podcast releases. So pretty good timing. Now, obviously, we've seen a lot of clarity around stablecoins recently, just even market maker rules with the Clarity Act as well, some commentary on CBDCs and how they won't be applied. So a lot of these recommendations that the working group will be coming up with, releasing, will probably breathe a element of each of those and how the US should go about navigating those bills and what sort of policies they should look to enact to try to stimulate digital asset growth as an economy, right? But I think one of the more interesting pieces that haven't been talked about for quite some time, the national stockpile. So the whole Bitcoin reserve, etc. Yep. There's a good chance, we don't know, but there's a good chance that there might be the latest update to that particular element. And one thing that we've known about is obviously they're looking to take seized assets and put them on the balance sheet. But there have been little drops of rumors throughout this whole last couple of weeks that they're talking about an acquisition plan. So how do they take revenue that they're producing and put that into purchasing more Bitcoin? Like, is that even going to be a thing?
Yeah.
Now, I think, again, when we talk about the technical setup that I was sort of referring to earlier, we're seeing Bitcoin dominance really at a swing low right now. Some really good buying on this weekly close that we just saw really could set up the scene where I think we do see Bitcoin being the next big one to move off the back of something as big as the US committing to a plan to buying Bitcoin. Like, I mean, that's as good of an endorsement as you get, I feel.
That would be the biggest catalyst that we could ask for at this point in time in the market.
That's how we get heaving and moving. Like, that's that real big candles going potentially. Like, we don't know, but again, if we're trying to, like, as investors, as traders, try and work out what are things we should be paying attention to, this is the week. So that's what I reckon is a big one to just be really mindful of.
So some really good news coming out of the US. Like last week, those crypto bills getting signed off, or getting passed by the Senate at least. I guess what's next week? Like, there's something every week, eh?
Well, yeah, but there's a big one. So again, by the time this podcast releases, the news will be out. But if you hopefully we got something to celebrate come Friday this week.
Yeah, we'll try and post on the Instagram or just on our socials to give you guys an update. So make sure to follow us there.
Big one. That's my juicy one for this week.